Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. Today I've got a nice little stack of pickups that I've accumulated over the last couple of weeks. Got some charity shop finds, got a bit of eBay, some Amazon, and some things from the sales. Been some good sales on BFI sale, Indicator sales been on. Criterion sale. For once we've had a decent Criterion sale, which I've ordered just one title, which is on its way to me, so it won't be in this video. But yeah, some really good sales. I've not gone over the top. It's easily, I think, to get carried away sometimes, but I've behaved, I've been good. So let's crack on with this video and show you what I've got. I can't get comfortable today. Hang on, let's chuck this crap over here. Probably why I can't get comfortable. Got my pyjamas still on my chair. There you go. Anyway, let's get on with it. First of all, charity shop. Went in the charity shop. 3 for £1. Found 3 Blu-rays for £1. The first one being a Clint Eastwood film, apparently. Jersey Boys. I don't know anything about this. It looks like some sort of musical thing. Clint Eastwood directs the story of the iconic 60s rock group whose trials and triumphs are accompanied by hit songs Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Walk Like a Man, and many more. Was that the 4 Seasons? Or am I being totally musically ignorant there? I take it the band's not called the Jersey Boys. I think it's the 4 Seasons, but I could be wrong. I think they had a really high-pitched singer, if I'm remembering correctly. And to go with that, I also found this Van Diesel film. Looks like some sort of prison drama, I think. Find Me Guilty. Again, another one don't know anything about, but 3 for £1. If it's crap, I'll just give it them back. But the main reason that I picked these up in the first place was for this one title, which I was coincidentally looking on the interweb about Philip Seymour Hoffman and his films, because his favourite actor of mine, God rest him. That's what drugs does for you, I'm afraid, though, kids. And I was looking through his filmography, and this one come up, and I went to my shelves, and I thought, I think I've got that, but when I got to my shelves, I didn't have it, and blow me, the next day I was in the charity shop, and there it was. It was like the gods were smiling on me to get it, and that's A Most Wanted Man. I think it's some sort of political espionage drama, but I just love Philip Seymour Hoffman. You can't go wrong with him. Wonderful, wonderful actor, the man. And it's got a great cast. Hoffman himself, Rachel McAdams, Willem Dafoe. Not sure who directs it, and Ton Corlin. It's very small writing, can't make it up. And I don't think I've seen that one, so I'll be watching that one pretty soon. Because like I say, great actor, and went too soon. Next up, a couple from eBay. A couple of the guys were talking about this film. I think it was Marcus was on about it, but I could be wrong. It could have been Ash, or it could have been Tim. It was one of them anyway. And they'd received this, and it's a film that I enjoy. I didn't have a copy of, and hadn't seen it a long time. Black Death with Sean Bean. So eBay, literally a couple of quid, picked it up. And yeah, really good stuff. Sort of medieval witchcraft type drama, which I don't normally go for that sort, but I remember really liking this. And Sean Bean, I think it's one of them that he doesn't survive. He doesn't survive many of the films. Yeah, but good stuff, that one. Can't wait to give that a rewatch. And another film that's been on my radar for a long time, but just never got it. And a film I used to watch the TV programme years ago when I was a kid, Fantasy Island. And this is a film remake. I've heard it's not the best, but for what I paid for it, getting another couple of quid, I'll give it a go and I'll make my own mind. Yeah, great TV show of the 70s with the dwarf and the plane. And he's got the plane. Yeah, awesome stuff. Like I say, I've heard this ain't the best. But you'll find out in my weekly watches when I get round to watching it what I think. Right, next up with some stuff from Amazon. The other day, my son actually ordered something from Amazon, and by the time I'd got to the door, the bloke rang the bell, the delivery driver, not waiting to see if anybody was in, and by the time I got the door, I could see his van disappearing up the road. And my front door, it dumped his box on the step. And my front door, you open it outwards, so you're literally pushing the box along the bloody floor. And then I have to bend down and pick it up, which I don't find easy at the minute. And normally, I'd bend over and I'd take this kind of customer service, because we do, don't we, a lot of the time. But, you know, them days where you just, things get to you and you just winds you up even more than usual. Well, that day was one of them days, so I was straight onto the bloody customer services, because it's not a one-off thing. It's happening all the time. Playing bloody knock door run with your parcels. They don't even know whether you're in or not, and it really grinds my gears. So I was straight on the customer service and laid it on thick to them that it weren't acceptable, and how can a multi-billion pound company like this treat its customers like that? Proper Karen style it was. But anyway, they apologised profusely and said they'd get on to the dispatch department, which probably means nothing will change. But the sweetener of the deal was a £10 voucher they gave me into the inbox. So this was just released, so it was £12.99 release. So I chucked £3 towards it. So for £3, I got myself a copy of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which I've been after for a long while. I've been after the Amazon, Jesus Christ, the Arrow video release for a while, but it's heavily out of print and expensive, so I'm glad they re-released it. It's a film I watched a long time ago on Prime, actually, and I quite enjoyed it. I know it's daft, but it's enjoyable stuff. And after I watched it on Amazon Prime, I saw it in the deal for Arrow, because this is how long ago, when Arrow used to do, I think it was 3 for 18 or 5 for 30 in HMV. And the only reason I didn't pick it up was because I just watched it, and then immediately, more or less, it went out of print and just skyrocketed. I think it's about 30 quid now for the Arrow release. So for the sake of £3, really delighted to add that into the collection, and looking forward to giving that another watch. Some story involved in that, wasn't there? Next up, we have got a couple of BFI titles. BFI sale, absolutely fantastic. $7.99 when they're normally 15, 16. So I grabbed myself a couple, and the first one, on Sammy G's recommendation, a Mike Leigh film, Naked. He's told me about this film a few times, so I thought I'd grab a copy, seeing as it was so cheap. Again, don't know much about it. I know it's David Thewlis, who's a fantastic actor, directed by Mike Leigh. I think it's something about a guy from Manchester going down and having a weekend in London, and it turns out to be a pretty hedonist affair. So we'll give that a watch, and I'll let you know, Sammy, when I get around to watching that, what I think of it. And next up, a film I've been after for a while. I did have a copy ages and go and silly sold it on, and regretted it ever since. And that's Ingmar Bergman's Fanny and Alexander, and I think this is a wonderful, wonderful film. It's just about these two kids, brother and sister, and pretty much their family life in Sweden, the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations of family life. But it's an absolutely wonderful watch. One I really got on board about with it when I watched it. Got a lot of it set over Christmas, so I'll watch it next month in the season, because I think it's a Christmas film, to be honest. One that's not often touted as a Christmas film, but in my eyes it is. And really long film, 3 hours and 4 minutes. So I'll have to decide one night whether to watch this or watch one of Sammy's videos. We'll find out. I'm only kidding, mate. Yeah, Fanny and Alexander. Again, looking forward to giving that a rewatch, because wonderful, wonderful tale. And lastly, the Indicator sale. Brilliant, brilliant sale. 3 for 15 quid. You can't go wrong. I didn't go mad, just picked myself up the 3 titles. The first one being Diary of a Mad Housewife, and I picked this up really because they included this in the sale, and it's a limited edition copy, so it'll soon be going out of print as a limited edition, I would have thought. Starring Richard Benjamin, Frank Langella, good actor, Carrie Snodgrass, good actress. Film directed by Frank Perry. I think it's some sort of psychological family drama from what I was reading about it. Got good reviews on IMDb. For a £5, you can't go wrong. Anybody seen that? Let me know down below what I'm letting myself in for. The next one, Housekeeping. Again, a film I don't know much about. Primarily, I've got it because it's a Bill Forsyth film. Gregory's Girl, fantastic. Local hero that I watched last week, absolutely brilliant. And again, on IMDb, this has got good ratings. And just on that, and Bill Forsyth, can't go wrong. That's Housekeeping. And last up from this little haul, Town on Trial. Now, the only reason I picked this up really is because I've heard Neil talking about it quite a lot, and a John Guillermin film, one of his favourite directors, he talks about a lot, and another film I haven't watched, looks quite noirish, so be able to get that in for November, hopefully. And I'll let you guys and Neil know what I think about that. I know Neil spoke quite glowingly about it. So, yeah, that's what I've picked up in the last couple of weeks. I've got some more stuff on the way. Like I say, I got one for the Criterion sale. Got a couple due from CX any day. So, well, it goes on and on. The everlasting cycle of buying and trying to find some space for them. But there you go. That's what we all do. That's what we all love doing. So, that's it, innit? Anyway, that's it for today. Give us a thumbs up if you've liked what I've done today. Maybe think about subscribing if you want to hear more of this twaddle. And I'll catch you all soon. Ta-ra.